This is the HO scale 462 USRA Light Pacific from Bachmann. And this is in Grand Trunk Western Scheme, so we'll take a look at this next. Now this MSRP is for right under $400, but discounts are heavy, and you can find great deals online and at your local hobby shop. So you will be able to get a pretty significant discount off that if you do some hunting. You got a Quickstart guide with DCC sound value inside. You've also got paperwork including a 1-year warranty, a Bachmann catalog request, more warranty information, DCC information, and the back of the Quickstart guide. I'm going to unpackage this Loco now. It is already connected, so at least you have that going on. One not fun thing about steam locomotives is getting everything connected with the multi-pin plugs and the drawbars. It's already ready to go here from Bachmann for you. So let's take a closer look at the actual locomotive in detail. Alright, since we got everything in one, we'll start from the front here with the smoke box door. You've got an LED headlight. You've got non-operational classification lights. Smoke box door has latch detail molded in, separately applied grab iron going around the bottom there. You got the number boards on each side of the light which are not illuminated, and you got the number board at the bottom of the light as well. Bell you have is free swinging, so you can change the position of the bell. You got the smokestack, pilot detail, including a Bachmann Easy Mate coupler with spring loaded with a spring here and a magnetic glad hand coupler cut lever right there, which rotates up and down. You've got crew access stairs to the walkways on each side of the locomotive here, and you see the boiler dome and sand dome on the behind the smokestack. Boiler jacketing, dynamo right in front of the cab here, handrails along each side. Looking below, you can see the drive wheels, which are white-walled eccentric crank side rods, the drive rod there, firebox detail, including plumbing. You got rivet detail on the firebox and the trailing trucks right under there. As we look at the cab, you have fixed position windows, fixed vents on the top, and do have that blow down plumbing going back behind the trailing truck and dropping right there. Rivet detail on the cab, 5629 clear and legible, and no interior detail to speak of on the cab. So you look at the tender here, you've got the coal load, water hatch, rivet detail, rear light, white walled wheels again. I don't know if I said tires earlier, I always do that. Back crew access ladder, back Easy Mate coupler from Bachmann. Got the capacity on the tender, separately applied grab irons. This shot right here shows you all the rivet detail there on the tender. And now back up to the side of the locomotive again. Got more plumbing, handrails, etc. We'll apply track power so you can see the sound value. Got just a few sounds on this limited function decoder from Soundtracks. First of all, you've obviously got the headlight, which we'll check here. And the bell at the same time, because I had some buttons already on. Really nice sounding bell there. Here's the whistle. Short whistle's F3. Gives it a little more emphasis, almost like a play to it. Compared to the main whistle. You got steam release on F4. You have to hit it again to stop it. F5 is not applicable. F6 smoke if it had smoke, but it doesn't have smoke equipped. F7 is the dimmer, which works. You can probably see to the left of your screen. And F8 handles mute. So we've ran through all the functions of the limited function decoder from Soundtracks, and they all work as advertised. Now we're going to operate the locomotive. And we're going to zoom out a little bit because there is slow speed control involved. Go to 1. Got a noticeable lurch at 1. 2. Get the chuff going there. Still a lurch. 3. Starting to smooth out pretty decently now. 4. You get 4 chuffs per revolution, which is correct. There's 5. Still some jerkiness to the locomotive. 6. 7. 9 seems to be where it's smoothing out a bit. We'll check 1 in reverse. Same thing. 2. 3. 4. 5. Keep an eye on the drivers and the rods if you really want to know how smooth it's going at this point. 6 and 7. Still a lot of jerkiness going on at slow speeds. I'm going to shoot up to 12 here. Seems like we're definitely smoothed out at 18. So as soon as you slow it down though, it does get jerky. So up in the higher teens is probably where you're going to get smoother operation out of this. That isn't broken in, so I can't necessarily tell you that that's how it's going to be, but that is how it is on this model out of the box. Give this a quick pull test. The coupler heights were in NMRA standards. It's like about 1.7. So you're looking at around 25 cars that this can pull, standard HO scale freight cars. So there's a look at the Bachmann USRA Light Pacifica 462 steam locomotive. There's pros and cons on this locomotive like most products. It is a budget-friendly locomotive, so you should not expect just tons of detail tricked out on the locomotive, you know, a brass chassis, things like that. You're not going to get that in a budget-friendly locomotive. We're talking 200, mid-200s you can pick this up online for. So getting a steam locomotive sound equipped for about 200 and some change is going to put that in the budget-friendly category in today's hobby. The only things I noticed that weren't good necessarily was slow speed control. I can't guarantee that that'll be the case if it's broken in, but it does smooth out in the teens. There are, looks like a quick paint job on the white walls on the lead trucks, but again, the price budget friendly category, things like that are going to occur. You're going to have some compromise for what you're getting. Again, not a decked out locomotive by any means, but definitely a good locomotive for folks that want a budget friendly model railroad. With that said, I'm going to see you guys next time right here on the channel, and take care.